Hey, welcome to the new year, new month, new everything. Happy 2020, people. Today is the time that we decided to come back. We have been away for a while. Yeah, this is the dog. Her name is Chloe. She wanted to be in the shot, so yeah. So anyway, so today we're going to do a review of an artist called Mankind, and their project is called, not an artist, a duo, whose project is called Let's Pretend. It's their, I believe it's their debut album, but it's their sophomore compilation project. They have another EP you can check out on Spotify, and let's get to it. Hey, it's Chembe Tanjiri and Doug here, the musician, and I'm back again. So today we're talking about Mankind. Let's pretend, my friend. Hey, these guys know what they're doing. These guys, honestly, I was floored by this project. This is their debut album project, I believe. I'm not getting it wrong. Let me confirm. Yes, it's their first album project. It's called Let's Pretend. Now, let's begin with the album art. This album art is inspiring. It's one of those situations where you see an artist, specifically this duo, came together and they came up with a concept that makes sense. They came up with a concept that's original. They came up with a concept that's authentic. I haven't seen this done before. The only person I think has ever done something close to this is this photographer. I keep forgetting his name, who always tries to fuse Afropunk with Kenyan themes and old people. That's the only guy I've seen try this. But these guys actually came correct on their own accord. So the album art is something that sells the whole project. So what is Let's Pretend? Let's Pretend is a journey through love, life. It's about Afrofuturism, it's about Kenya, it's about Africa, it's about life, youth, and it's just one of those projects where you listen to, and all these elements that are brought together, they come together, and it makes you think about where you have been, where you're going to, and how you are right now. It's a time-passing situation. And the best thing about this project is you can listen to it with anyone, sort of. I'll get to that in a moment. So the next thing, let's talk about the mixing, mastering, and production. Mixing and mastering, yeah, there's a slight problem over there. It wasn't top notch. It wasn't up to the quality where I expected, because some elements felt like they were overshadowed by some other elements of production. And I feel like this is a problem that can be corrected in due time. Once they get the funding to be able to actually take this project to the next level, it can be remastered in future and it'll still sound good. Now, that being said, it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound terrible. It doesn't sound like one of those things where you can't listen to it again. No, it just sounds a bit lackluster, and this is maybe for audiophiles, because you'll definitely notice this it's a bit amateur to some extent, but it came correct. So the production side of things, everything felt original. There are a bit samples here and there. There are some chord progression that you might remember, like there's this song. If I remember the name, I'll tell you. But there's one of those songs that sounds like an old reggae tune that once you listen to it, trust me, you will think that's the song that they're going to sing, but it is not. But that being said, the production quality for me is one thing that I liked about this album. These guys actually did their homework, and then they found beats and instrumentals that really clicked with their work. So let's talk about lyricism. The lyricism, I like how they came up with the lyricism. Why? The simplicity is a novelty in this album. Everything is put across correctly. There's this idea of having too many metaphors, too many similes, too many figures of speech that don't make sense. I hate it when an album is so abstract and so, and so rooted to a specific dynamic or to a specific culture that you can't even understand what they're talking about. And this is something these guys haven't done. This is an album that can play anyone, and anyone who understands English or Kiswahili can get it, because there's some few elements of Kiswahili, I think, but mostly it's English. So that's one of the things that I liked about this album. The lyricism is on point, it's great, it's good, it's decent, it's simple, but at the same time, it's smart enough to make sense. Now, let's talk about the cohesion of the project. Cohesion of the project, yes. It's a cohesive project from the beginning till the end. You listen to it. This is one of those projects where you listen from the beginning till the end. It makes sense. It's one of those projects when you mix things up, it makes sense. It's one of those projects when you listen to one song, it's a build up to the next one without necessarily crippling one song and making it a crutch to the next project. And that is a great thing, my friend. That is a great thing. Now, the album as a whole, wow. So I haven't given ratings to all of these things, but let's just be honest. This is one of these things whereby we're gonna say the album is a decent 8. This is an album that, for an entry-level project, if it's this good, I can't wait to see what these guys have in store for us once they get the funding, they get the support that they need to make it happen. So what am I gonna say? It's a decent 8, and it's a project that I love listening to, and I believe that anybody who listens to this album will be a happy person. It's one of those projects that definitely when you hear play Kenyan music you think about. So that's been it. Mankind, Let's Pretend, strong project. These guys came out of the gate properly and correctly. So I feel like I should give the ratings for the mixing, mastering and everything else. Mixing, mastering, I give it a 6. Production, it's an 8. Album art, it's a 9. What other thing? I'm a Cohesion, 9. I don't know. At this point, I'm just being biased. I'm throwing numbers out there. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing things out there. But this is a good album. Go listen to it. Links in the description below. Thank you to our subscribers. I hope we get more, man. Because this year we're going to do a lot more stuff. And it's been me, Shembe and Ndugu the musician. Music coming out soon. I promise you. I'm gonna have a show soon. I will give you all the details. You'll hear it from me first through my social media handles and channels. So see you. Bye bye.